As the hype for WWE 2k25 continues to build up and the conversations start to roll out, let's focus on the roster and the cover athlete in today's video. Last time that we had a conversation on the roster, we focused on the superstars that are no longer with WWE, whether they were cut or let go, and it was a little negative Debbie Downer situation. So this time around, I want to focus on the ones that I want to see make their way back to the series or even make their debut. There's so many to get through, so hit me up with just a few that you guys want to see make their way to the game. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you love wrestling, and let's talk about the top 3 stars I think are capable of gracing this year's game. Starting at number 1, Roman Reigns. I've mentioned him before. You guys know I'm a huge Roman fan. I love the bloodline. I can't get enough of them, and it is what it is. I wanted to have him on the list because it wouldn't feel right if I don't put Roman in there. One of the greatest champions of all time for sure. Then at number 2, you saw him start the video. It's CM Punk. I love CM Punk. I love that he's back in the company. I would have never thought he would return to WWE, but we all know what happened with AEW. So now that he's back, it's possible. Now that he's in the game as well, we could have him grace the cover. You know he pushes sales, and he's so popular with the fans. Another fan favorite that would be amazing. Now at number 3, this one may be a little controversial. I know there's a lot of old heads out there like myself that love The Rock, but there's also people that love bashing on The Rock. But for me, I still love the guy, man. I would love to see Dwayne The Rock Johnson grace 2K25 and involve him in the showcase in some way, shape, or form. They did it for Stone Cold. They've done it for other legends. Let's show The Rock some love, damn it. Let's not wait till he retires. Let's do it right now. And I know there's other valid, great picks. There's so many more that we could really, put into this conversation, but I'll keep it short and sweet. My honorable mention, even though he won't sell in terms of gracing the cover by himself as much as these 3 that I just mentioned, I think Drew McIntyre is a very valid option just because of how good he's been, and he's never had the opportunity to grace any cover for any game, even if it's in a group form. I would like that, man. Drew has 100% been carrying WWE, one of the great characters in story with or without a belt. This guy has been amazing. I love Drew McIntyre, obviously, so let's put him on the cover. Please, 2K. I don't know. Those are just my picks. Honorable mention, top 3, whatever you want to name it. I want to see all of them, or at least one of them, make the game. So who do you want to see out of your options that you have in mind? And now let's get into the conversation of those superstars that are returning or should make their debut in 2K25. We're going to be starting off the list with Goldberg. I think Goldberg is a superstar we can see in 2K25 because he's been spotted working with WWE in some capacity, right? They've mentioned him in the commentary. Some superstars like Gunther has mentioned him in a promo. Bret Hart, when he had that exchange. So considering that he was backstage, he was ringside, I'm thinking that he probably signed a Legends deal to return to the company to have his retirement match. At least that's what I'm hoping for, right? I'm trying to speak it into existence. But this next one is a controversial figure that has had his fair share of allegations, and I know a lot of people don't like talking about him, but Brock Lesnar should be in the game, considering that he hasn't committed any crimes that we know of. There's nothing serious going on in terms of Brock Lesnar himself. We know Vince McMahon is the one that's leading that department, but Brock Lesnar should have stayed in the game. They should have never removed him, considering that he was part of the showcase. Why not keep him around? I thought it was pretty crazy that they took him out, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. On top of Brock Lesnar, I want to see Hollywood Rock, not the modern Rock that we just saw return to the company. I want to see Hollywood Rock because I absolutely love that theme song. It's cooking. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I want to see the theme song, not just the remix. I want the remix, but I want to see the original as well. And hopefully it's not a My Faction cash grab. I want to see him in the base game. Now, making his debut this year, I see Ethan Page. He should be on the base game, but they might end up selling him as DLC. But, man, he's been killing it in NXT. I want him to make his WWE debut in the game this year. Hopefully we get that early on instead of having to wait for the global or the, superstar pack update. And, along with him, I want to see Obafemi. Obafemi would be fantastic to be in this game. I really like Oba. I think that what he's done so far as North American champion, and even without the belt, has been fantastic for the big man. Along with Obafemi, I want to see the Hardy Boys. I know they're working with TNA and they're not under a Legends deal with WWE, but I want to see if they could add him in the near future. Maybe we'll have to wait for like 2K26 because I think the Hardys want to retire in WWE once again after AEW went south. I think we'll see the Hardys at some point, but right now may not be the time. But I always got to mention the Hardys because I absolutely love me some Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy in the game. And of course, we heard that Mark Henry left AEW. His contract expired. They didn't re-sign him. So now that WWE is going to be working with his son real soon, I could see Mark Henry making his way back to the series as well. And then TNA, that deal, circling back to that conversation, how about Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace? Imagine if we get those superstars in the game. How fun would that be to see the TNA roster kind of crash the NXT roster in game, not just in real life? I think that would be amazing. Then, you can mention Shawn Spears and so many other superstars that haven't made the cut just yet. For me, I'm like, bro, if they're on TV, if they're popular enough to have a story, put them in the damn game. What are we waiting for? Even if it has to be DLC or through an update, let's see every superstar make the cut. There's no reason why we should leave them out. Because let's face it, for Legends, those it's a toss-up because they're not under contract. They can't get everyone. I get it. It is what it is. It really comes down to the superstar that still works with the company, even though they're not wrestling anymore. But they have so many superstars that sometimes miss the cut. And people are like, oh, but I don't want to play with them. I don't care. I just want to have more and more of what we see on television to, have it in sync. That's about it. It's not that I'm going to play with them a whole lot, but I just want to see them in the game, damn it. So who do you want to see on the cover? Who do you want to see make the cut? At the end of the day, this is all speculation. This is all baloney. We don't know what the hell's going on just yet. I'm sure we're going to get some news real soon, considering that they wrapped up the commercial. And that's all I got for you guys. Happy holidays. I'll see you real soon with some more. Thank you for tuning in. I love y'all. Let's go. WWE 2K25 is almost here. I can't wait.
LexxExpress is calling, shaping every view. Subscribe and join the legend, let's see what you'll do.
Every comment's welcome, every like's a cheer. Your opinions light the way, there's nothing you should fear.
Share your thoughts and insights, let your voices grow. With Lexx by your side, the universe will glow. Hit that button